think of a story, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Is it a fable or a nursery rhyme? How about a superhero movie or even a documentary? Well, for me, stories have been a big part of my childhood, whether it was watching a PBS Kids show before school like Curious George or Arthur, or if it was reading a book that I bought from the book fair like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or if it was watching the latest Pixar movie in theaters with my family like Toy Story 3. Feeling immersed in the world of a story is such an indescribable feeling. Being able to talk to your friends about which characters are your favorite, or being able to relate to somebody, or feeling seen. That's the power that storytelling holds. Our brains are wired for stories. According to Medium, us humans, we've been telling stories for as long as we've been communicating. The way that we think about things and remember things and reflect on experiences are in the form of stories. Unlike other species that have claws and fangs and speech to survive, we've used storytelling, problem solving, and communication. The way that we creatively work together at large is the source of every major advancement that we've made in society, such as the Iron Age, the Industrial Revolution, and the Digital Age. So, here are 3 reasons why storytelling is a powerful tool for meaningful connections. Number 1, storytelling allows us to learn about others and the world around us. With stories, we are able to increase our knowledge, see other people's perspectives, and defy our assumptions. A lot of stories told today follow a 3-act structure. The first act, this is the setup. We learn about the main character, and we are interested in them. Whether it's through curiosity, relatability, or empathy, we are interested in the main character, and we learn about the world that they live in and the initial problem. Act 2, this is the confrontation act. This is when tensions rise and conflicts build, and this is when the character comes face to face with the opposition. And the third act, this is the resolution. After the character has conquered their goals, we are now living in a new normal. We either empathize or sympathize with characters that we encounter in stories. When you're watching a movie or a TV show, you inherently root for the main character. You want them to achieve their goals. You may even hate their enemies as well. The same thing can also apply in real life when hearing someone else's story. Research shows that facts are 20 times more likely to be remembered if they're told as part of a story. The second reason why storytelling is a powerful tool for meaningful connections is storytelling is how we stand out. Standing out allows you to create a unique and unforgettable identity. Your story has the power to resonate with others. And when you share your story, you get to foster authenticity, loyalty, and reach your target audience. So for example, let's say that there is a woman named Jenna. She's in her late 20s, she's creative, she's artsy, and she recently started a clothing company. She's marketing as an inclusive clothing company, but she's struggling with sales. Why is that? Well, for starters, she lacks a definitive niche, but also she's missing a story that can help her find her niche. So now let's say Jenna includes her story, which is being a tall woman, being 6'2", she's always struggled to find the right clothes for her. Whether it was going to a store that had her style, she really couldn't find her size. And when she would go to stores that had her size, they really didn't complement her style. So she wanted to combine her love of radiant colors and fun patterns with her passion to uplift others to make tall women feel beautiful in her clothes. So based on her story, Jenna now knows that her target audience are tall women who love vibrant colors. A lot of the world's top brands use storytelling, such as Nike, Dove, Apple, and Airbnb. They use storytelling as a way to distinguish themselves. According to the brand shop, 68% of consumers say that a company's story influenced their purchasing decisions. And companies with a compelling brand story have a 20% increase in customer loyalty. The third reason why storytelling is a powerful tool is it's how we connect. It's how we inspire, empower, and deepen connections. For inspiring, stories help people to imagine something they never considered before. It helps people to see things in a new light. Storytelling can help people to take action on something that they've been scared of. So for example, in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, he used storytelling techniques such as vivid imagery, metaphors, and repetition to create a powerful message that resonates with listeners. For empowering, stories can empower people, groups, and communities by creating a sense of resilience and agency. Stories can be a voice for the voiceless. Whether it's mainstream media like the news or documentaries, or if it's social media, platforms that share stories about issues happening locally can impact people by spreading awareness and garnering resources and support. The beauty about social media is that anybody can have a platform to share stories that matter to them that can impact people and empower people. And for deepening connections, whether it's personal connections or professional connections, with a friend, a loved one, a customer, or a colleague, sharing your story can help strengthen relationships by creating a sense of emotional harmony based off shared experiences and shared perspectives. So, for example, let's say it's a Sunday evening in the dorm and there's a sophomore named Ryan. He just came back from the dining hall and he's eating a cookie. The cookie reminds him of the cookies his grandma used to make. It's been a while since they've spoken. She lives in a different country and he misses her, so he decides to give her a call. He doesn't really know what to say, but he starts off by saying that he's eating a cookie that reminds him of the cookies that she used to make. So Ryan's grandma shares this story about how when Ryan was 5, in the kitchen, he would help her by passing her utensils and ingredients to help make the cookies. So the next day, 5-year-old Ryan thought he could make cookies all by himself, and he made a gigantic mess in the kitchen that took hours to clean. Ryan and his grandma are sharing laughs over the phone, and Ryan is now planning his next visit to go see his grandma. So even though Ryan and his grandma have a generational, geographical, and a slight cultural gap, they still connected through a story. Storytelling is a fundamental way that we connect. It's how we pass on lessons, continue traditions, and build bonds. So I want you to share your story, whether it's a post on YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, whether you're encouraging a loved one, whether you're giving a speech, whatever you're doing, sharing your story has the power for your message to resonate with listeners. Your story has the power to inspire, educate, and empower. So share your story and be receptive to other people's stories. It could be life-changing. Thank you.